Oh. Namo Namah. Tips to teach yourself Sanskritam. Also, spoken Sanskrit, Sambhashana Sanskritam cha. Part 3, Tingantaha. Your co-student S.L. Abhyankar. Having discussed Avyayani in part 1 and Subantaha in part 2, now on to Tingantaha. Tingantaha are same as verbs in English sentences. A Tingantaha is formatted from a verbal root called as a dhatu. Just for information, Tingantaha are so called because they are Tingantaha. That is, they have at their ending a suffix pratyayaha from a set of pratyayaha, which set has a grammatical name Ting. Basic Ting pratyayaha are 18 and are enumerated in Sutram 3-4-78. Tip tasdhi, sip thastha, mip vasmas, ta atam dha, thas atham dhvan, id vahi mahing. There are 2000 plus dhatavaha, plural bahuvachanam of dhatu, in Dhatu Patha at https://www.ashtadhyayi.com/dhatu. One may not study Tingantaha of all the 2000 plus dhatavaha. It would be good to make one's own compilation of ready formatted Tingantaha of whichever dhatavaha one would come across, especially when practicing with the 1000 odd sentences of spoken Sanskrit, Sambhashana Sanskritam, available in a book which can be downloaded from the link at http://www.sanskritetbooks.org/2009/04/sanskrit-daily-conversation. The 2000 plus dhatavaha are grouped into 10 groups, ganaha. Depending upon the ganaha to which a dhatu belongs, the dhatavaha are called as prathamganiyaha or bhvadayaha, bhu adayaha, dvitiyaganiyaha or adadayaha, ad adayaha, trutiyaganiyaha or juhotyadayaha, chaturthaganiyaha or divadayaha, div adayaha, पंचमगणीयाः और स्वादयः सु आदयः, षष्ठगणीयाः और तुदादयः तुद आदयः, सप्तमगणीयाः और रुधादयः रुध आदयः, अष्टमगणीयाः और तनादयः तन आदयः, नवमगणीयाः और क्रियादयः क्री आदयः, दशमगणीयाः और चुरादयः चुर आदयः. Note, the Sanskrit names of the dhatu ganaha, bhvadaya, adadaya, divadaya, swadaya. These are coined after a select dhatu such as bhu, ad, div, su, etc. A beginner or person interested in conversational Sanskrit may not bother about that. Just make do with the name by serial number of the ganaha, prathamaha, dvitiyaha, tritiyaha, etc. A Tingantaha is formatted based on the dhatu ganaha, lakaraha, purushaha and vachanam, and also on which of two types of formatting is to be applied, that is parasmaipada formatting or atmanepada formatting. Just for information, the two types of formatting, parasmaipada type and atmanepada type, have the logic related to the effect of the action, rather the affection inherent to a dhatu, either parasmai unto another or atmane unto oneself. A dhatu having both types of affections is called as ubhayapadi dhatu. Such dhatu has tingantaha of both types, parasmaipadinaha and atmanepadinaha. The grammar of a tingantaha thus has the aspects of 1 dhatu, 2 dhatu ganaha, 3 dhatu padam, 4 lakaraha, 5 purushaha and 6 vachanam. When detailing the grammar of a tingantaha, one must detail all these aspects. One can appreciate that with these many aspects, the formatting of a Tigantaha is quite complex. A beginner is well advised to better practice with ready formatted Tigantaha. But one must know why a Tigantaha is formatted the way it is formatted. Firstly, about Dhatu, Dhatuganaha and Padam. I mentioned earlier already that there are 2000 plus Dhatavaha grouped into 10 groups, Ganaha, and have two types of formatting, Parasmaipada and Atmanepada type. But there is more to be noted. One should note that some Dhatavaha are in more than one Dhatu Gana with different Ganapada combinations and hence have different formatting of Tingantaha and have different meanings also. An eminent example is Dhatu Vid. Now I have put this down from Aptech dictionary. See, one type of formatting is with Dvitiya Ganiha Parasmavadi Vetti or Veda. Then causative Vedayati Te. I am not reading the in-between portion. You can take a snap of this portion before I scroll it down, or I will scroll it slowly. So, causative Vedayati Te. Then Chaturthaganiyaha Atmanepadi Vidyate. Shashthaganiyaha Ubhayapadi Vindati Vindate. Saptamaganiyaha Atmanepadi Vinte. Dashamaganiyaha Atmanepadi Vedayate. Now, the following verse illustrates the root in some of its conjugations. Vetti sarvani shasrani sarvastasyana vidyate garvastasyana vidyate vinte dharmam sada sadbhisteshu pujancha vindati. Or also in this verse, satayam vidyate jnane sattayam vidyate jnane vetti vinte vicharane vindate vindati praptau shanluk shnam shveshvidam kramat. It is a good tip to note that there is a facility to register Ganapada combinations of a dhatu by noting the Tigantaha of Lat Lakaraha Prathama Purushaha Ekvachanam. See, Parasmaipadinaha Tigantaha of Lat Lakaraha Prathama Purushaha Ekvachanam have the Pratyayaha Ti, and Atmanepadinaha Tigantaha of Lat Lakaraha Prathama Purushaha Ekvachanam have the Pratyayaha Te. For example, with Dvitiya Ganiha Parasmapadi Vetti. Causative Vedayati Vedayate. That means the causative is Ubhayapadi. With Chaturthaganiyaha Atmanepadi Vidyate. Atmanepadi. Shasthganiyaha Ubhayapadi Vindati Vindate. Ubhayapadi. With Saptamganiyaha Atmanepadi Vinte. Atmanepadi. With Dashamganiyaha Atmanepadi Vedayate. Atmanepadi. Tigantaha of Prathamaganiyaha may have a modification of the dhatu before affixing the pratyaya. For example, gam gacchati, drush pashyati, pa pibati, but vad vadati. The modification is called as vikaranam and is caused by a vikaranam which is specific to the gana. The vikaranam of Prathamaganaha has a grammatical name shav, but works only as sh, as a. The vikaranam of Dvitiya Ganaha is elision of look of vikaranam, elision, look of vikaranam. Hence, there is no modification of dhatu. For example, pa, pati. Note, pa pibati Prathamaganaha, drinks, or pa pibati, to drink. Pa pati, to protect, to take care of, Dvitiya Gani. Tigantaha Tritiya Ganiyaha Parasmaipadinaha have a soft alpaprana duplication of the first varna of the dhatu. For example, hu, juhoti. Z is considered to be alpaprana option for h. Da, dadati. Dha, dadhati. So, dha is duplicated by its alpaprana option the. The Vikaranam of Tritiya Ganaha has the grammatical name Shlu. Tigantaha of Chaturtha Ganiyaha have an extra ya between dhatuhu and pratyaya. Note, with Chaturtha Ganiyaha Atmanepadi vidyate. With adhik plus ya plus te. The Vikaranam of Chaturtha Ganaha has the grammatical name Shan, but works only as ya. The Vikaranam of Panchamaganaha has the grammatical name Shnu, but works only as Nu. For example, Chi, to select, Chinoti, Chinute. The Vikaranam of Shasthaganaha has the grammatical name Sh, but works only as A. Because Vikaranam works only as A, the effect may often not be noticeable. Actually, Vikaranam of Prathamaganaha also works only as A. But number of dhatavaha of Shashtagana are 174, whereas number of dhatavaha of Prathamagana are 1166. Number of dhatavaha of Shashtagana in common use for Sambhashana Sanskritam may be fewer, much fewer than 174. The Vikaranam of Saptamagana has the grammatical name Shnam, but works only as Na. For example, with Saptamganiha Atmanepadi Vinte. No. The Vikaranam of Ashtamaganaha has the grammatical name U and works as U. For example, Man Manute. Total number of Dhatavaha of Ashtamaganaha are only 10. So, I am just listing all the 10 of them. You can take a snap. I am not going to read all that. But at a glance, you will have a snap of all the 10 dhatavaha of Ashtamagana. Now, something interesting to be noted. The two, 1 and 1, 8008 and 8009, both of these are Atmanipadi, only these two. The other 8 are Ubhayapadi. Now, Navamaganaha. The Vikaranam of Navamaganaha has the grammatical name Shna and works as Na. For example, Kri, Krinati, Jna, Janati. The Vikaranam of Dashamaganaha has the grammatical name Nich and works as Aya. Tingantaha of Dashamaganiyaha and of causatives have an extra Aya between dhatuhu and pratyaya. Note, with causative vedayati, vedayate. Also with Dashamganiya Atmanepadi vedayate. Now prefixes, upasargaha, change meanings of dhatava. This is so in English also. For example, the verb scribe changes to describe, inscribe, circumscribe, subscribe, prescribe, overscribe, superscribe, with totally different meanings. In Sanskrit, there are 20 upasarga. 10 begin with a vowel. Ati, adhi, anu, apa, abhi, aba, abhi, ava, a, ut, up. Another 10 begin with a consonant. Duhu, nin, nihi, para, pari, pra, prati, vi, sam, su. These upasarga prefix to a dhatu, singularly or more than one together. That makes a very large number of sopasarga dhatavaha. Sopasarga, sa plus upasarga, with upasarga, sopasarga dhatava. The order in which the upasarga prefix to a dhatu also causes different in meaning. For example, vyabhichara is v plus abhi plus chara, means to misbehave. Abhivijvala, abhi plus v plus jval, means to be comprehensively burned. To be comprehensively burned or to comprehensively burn. Note that Tingantaha of the Sopasarga Dhatavaha has a process of getting Tingantaha of the main Dhatu first and prefixing the Upasargaha or Upasargaha thereafter. For example, for Dhatu Adhi, Adhi plus E, तिङन्तः लट् लकारः प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनं becomes adhi plus eti, adhyeti. Note, eti is lat lakarah prathama purushah ekvachanam of e. Adhi is to be prefixed to eti. Hence, adhi plus eti equal to adhyeti. The point to be noted is that when prefixing, if there is an instance for sandhi, that has to be effected. No option. Mandatory. That is why with upasargah adhi, the dhatu adhi plus e becomes adhi. And lat lakarah prathama purushah ekvachanam of adhi becomes adhi plus eti, adhyeti. There are also extraordinary dhatavah obtained from the primary dhatavah to lend meanings of causative, desiderative, frequentative, etc. These are called as sanadyantaha dhatavah or atideshikaha dhatavah. Note, sanadyantaha means san adi antaha, having endings antaha of san etc. San adi. Note, san adi endings are 12. San kyach kamyach, kyang kyash ning nich, yang yak, aya e yang quip. There is also the construct of change of voice. In English, a sentence in active voice, he reads the books, changes to the books are read by him in passive voice. In Sanskrit also, the grammatical logic is similar. In Sanskrit, in Kartari Prayoga, active voice, saha pustakani pathati. In Karmani Prayoga, passive voice, tena pustakani pathyante. In English, the subject in active voice, he, gets in passive voice the preposition by. The function of the preposition by is inherent to Tritiya Vibhakti. Tena is Tritiya Vibhakti of Saha. The object in active voice, the books, pustakani, become the subject in passive voice. And accordingly, the verb also changes. In active voice, the verb is he, the subject is he. So reads, the verb is singular. In passive voice, the subject is pustakani, plural, and hence are read, plural, pathyante, plural. In English, the verb in active voice reads changes to are read in passive voice. In Sanskrit, pathati changes to pathyante. In English, the change is by a phrase of two words, are read. In Sanskrit, the verb pathyante is only one word, with the formatting of the tigantaha changed. So, in Sanskrit, there are a new set of tigantaha for change of voice. Another interesting aspect of change of voice in Sanskrit for intransitive verbs also. Another interesting aspect of change of voice in Sanskrit is that there is change of voice even if the verb in active voice is intransitive, cannot or would not have an object, is akarmaka. Since change of voice is provided for in Sanskrit for intransitive verbs also, the change is called as change to bhave prayoga, not karmani prayoga. There is no such provision in English. Since sanadyantaha dhatavaha are also dhatavaha, there is change of voice for them also. The next aspect of formatting is lakara, that is formatting by tense, present, past, future, or mood, imperative, potential, benedictive. In Sanskrit grammar, the main types of these tenses and moods have grammatical names as lat, present tense, lang, past tense, lrit, future tense, lot, imperative mood, vidhiling, potential mood, respectively. Note all these nouns, lat, lang, lrit, lot, and vidhiling, begin with la. They are hence referred to as lakaraha, plural bahuvachanam, lakaraha when singular ekvachanam. There are two more types, lung, lit for past tense and lut, lung for future tense. There is also Ashirling, benedictive mood. These lakaraha are not as common as the other five mentioned earlier. That makes a total number of 10 lakaraha. A beginner may make do with only 5 lakaraha: lut, lung, lut, lot, and vidhiling. Further aspect of formatting is by person. First person, that is I, we, Uttama Purusha. Second person, you, Madhyama Purusha. Third person, he, she, it, they, Prathama Purusha. Note, literally, Prathama Purusha means first person. But Prathama Purusha in Sanskrit is what in English is third person. Note, Sanskrit is not just a language. It connotes a culture. When learning Sanskrit, one should also appreciate the culture which it connotes. That is tip number 5. It is Sanskrit culture to shun ego and respect and give priority to the other person. The person or thing to whom or to which both I and you should give priority is the person of first priority, Prathama Purusha. Note, around us, he, she, it, they are always in majority. Even by that democratic thought, they rightly belong to the category of Prathama Purusha. Further aspect of formatting is by number. Singular, ekvachanam; dual, dvivachanam; plural, bahuvachanam. Yes, dual, dvivachanam is a specialty of Sanskrit. I understand that the Russian language also has dual, dvivachanam. There are 9 tigantaha, trayah purushaha, trini vachanani. 3 multiplied by 3, 9. For every lakaraha of every distinct dhatu, distinct in terms of its ganaha, padam, upasargaha if any, san pratyayaha if any, kartari, karmani or bhave prayoga. That is sort of a summary view of how one's compilation of ready formatted tigantaha should be. See, I am trying to be conscious to pronounce tigantaha as tigantaha. There should not be a sound of g in between, not tingantaha. Tingantaha. Ng only is to be pronounced as ng. Tingantaha. Having done this much study of Tingantaha and of Avyayani in part 1 and of Subantaha in part 2, we should understand how we can connect up these studies so that we can compose phrases and sentences in Sanskrit for speaking and writing, composing. I think it is time to take a break before going into that. Shubhamastu.